So Diego Sanchez was released from the UFC, and he was supposed to fight Donald Cerrone.
That's such a shame. This card this Saturday, that fight night in Vegas, is just falling apart. Right?
There's no even. It's not even on UFC's website. It's like to be determined.
Yeah, I think it's Michelle Waterson's gonna be your headliner.
Yep.
You got Neil Magny versus Neil Goff on there as well, which is a great fight. But that card was gonna be such a great fight night. You know, you had Corey Sandhagen and TJ Dillashaw as the main event. They had Diego Cowboy. You got Michelle on there. You had Neil Magny. The card's falling apart at this point, so they're trying to do what they can. You know, with Diego, and I'm sure you saw Chin, the coach, talking to the UFC staff, I guess. Mm-hmm. This is it here.
Yep. Joshua Fabia.
This is not about you. This is
Shout to Megan O'Leary for sticking it to him.
What it has to do with him. That's my point.
because you're disrespecting us and we have
Pause it.
right now.
So scroll up. Who's this posted it? UFC Obsessed. Diego says he posted this clip shortened here because his name and Lexi's is on the line, but I think it was a bad move. Of course, Fabia's making himself the focus while Bonner films.
Stephan Bonner.
Mess. Oh my God! What a hot mess. Everyone's a hot mess involved. My takeaway on this: Diego's a legend, and this leech of a coach, this fraud of a coach, came along and somehow, convinced Diego that he's the end all be all, and just is sucking the life out of Diego. And as you can see in this clip, even though they edited it or tried to, this coach is making it by himself. And I saw the whole clip. I can't get enough of it. Again, we're in a male soap opera. This coach goes in there, has the audacity to approach Megan O'Leary and
Paul Felder.
And John. I think John.
John Gooden?
John. Whatchamacallit was there as well, right?
Anik?
Yeah,
Oh,
pretty
I
sure.
don't know.
I saw John Anik talking to him in the hallway.
Okay.
What's interesting is this Fabia. It literally just made it just about him. It was like, I don't know, he's like, you guys aren't calling it fair, and and you guys are doing this, and you see the articles sparing my name, and Megan's like, take it up with them, dude. Like, it has nothing to do with the play calling. Also, don't be so fucking strange. There's also that. There's also a video of you doing this weird shit on the heavy bag. There's that. There's also you warning the commission prior to a fight that you taught Diego Sanchez a move that's going to kill his opponent, Michael Chiesa, who ended up beating him, that if he performs it, it can end up killing him. So obviously you're crazy. You're freaking crazy, and you've leached on, and you've sucked whatever juice was remaining in the career of Diego Sanchez, and obviously Diego's on the back nine, so I don't think it matters who his coach is, but the problem now is the narrative's not, oh, Diego had this great career and he's going to get the golden jacket and be in the Hall of Fame. It's now, oh man, Diego has this crazy coach, which is such a shame because he's had a great historic career. And this coach is just complete fraud. It's like you got Gary Vee or some bullshit as your coach who's selling you these scams, telling you to make your life better, and he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about fighting. Greg Jackson made Diego Sanchez. Don't get twisted. The Jackson's team, that whole team of savages from, you got Carlos Condit, you got Diego, you got Cowboy, you got Leonard Garcia, you got all these monsters, John Jones, Holly, the real, John Dotson, those are the real guys that made Diego Sanchez. And it's such a shame that this fraud is getting all this attention now. And, his whole thing going in there, like, you guys see what they write about me online? What?
I know.
The Megan and fucking Felder have nothing to do with that, dude. That you're the one doing that. That you're the one giving them material to run with, dude. You're out of your goddamn mind. And it's also, this all stemmed from, when he was going through the medicals, which Diego passed, he goes, hey, we need all the CT scans, all the MRIs, everything you've ever done from The Ultimate Fighter 1 till now. And the UFC's like, wait, why? Is he okay? And he's like, yeah, he's fine. Well, as the UFC, they can't put anybody inside that octagon if you think they're not at 100%. They just can't. Mm-hmm. Legally, they can't. You could sue them through the roof. So UFC's like, oh, this red flag, get him out of here. Like, we don't need Donald Cerrone, Diego Sanchez. The promotions we find if this fight never happens. And this is all his doing. And what were your intentions? What were we going to do with that inside information? Try and sue the UFC? Who's going to take you serious, man? You're the joke of the UFC. You're the joke of the week. And then we'll move on. There'll be new news stories, and we'll move on to something else. But for this week, you're up. If anybody has donkey of the day, you're the donkey of the day, dude. If I'm Charlemagne, you got donkey of the day. You're this weird bullshit guru selling fucking snake oil, and somehow you convince Diego that you know what the fuck you're talking about, and it's such a shame. But I guess you got one, dude. Good luck. You got your guy kicked out of the UFC. His last fight. At least the UFC, he gave him $211,000, which to me seems crazy low for a guy of Diego's caliber. How long and what the stuff he's done for the UFC.
Yeah.
Kevin Ioli put, I just had an hour-long conversation with Diego Sanchez and Joshua Fabio. I will have their side of the story on Diego's release from the UFC shortly. Diego did say he was paid his full salary and bonus and $21K athlete outfitting bonus. Yeah, it's just such a shame. But either way, Diego is done. It just sucks it's ending like this.
Yeah.
And even Diego goes, I like Diego. Don't like his coach. I like his fucking psycho. It's just such a shame, man. You have these leeches who carry on to these athletes and these guys, and unfortunately happened to fucking Diego, man.
Diego went on his Instagram and said something like the conversation he had with, I think, Shelby and the other dude, the lawyer, Hunter Campbell, whatever.
Campbell.
He said that they wanted him to sign something. They emailed him and wanted him to sign something that says like, I don't have any lingering, issues.
Correct.
Yeah. So you have to sign that.
Correct.
And then he didn't sign it, and that's kind of why they let him go too.
I mean, yeah, the UFC, it's just, they can't.
Yeah.
In football, any big organization, you can't. You're going to have to sign saying, I'm good, man.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we can't put you in there. That's just business. But this Fabio guy, it's like, this is going to be Diego's last no matter what, but you just sped the process up. It was going to be over no matter what, and you just sped this up. And for what, dude? It made it about you. The story's about you. It's not about Diego. That's
It's always about him. All the videos. Matt Serra, too, it was about him. When he confronted Matt Serra, it was pretty lame.
This is Rashad.
A lot of fighters are coming out saying, get rid of that guy.
Diego, the UFC gave you a chance to compete as long as you did because they actually cared about you. You were the original tough champ, and they took care of you for that. You mess around and let that con artist, Josh Fabio, use you to try to get a lawsuit against the UFC. They sensed it because it was obvious that your manager or coach was about to get litigation, right? Mm-hmm. I wish you the best, my friend, but you must get this guy out of your life. He's a parasite. Yeah,
a lot of fighters.
Anybody can see this. That guy's a complete shit show.
He found Diego when he was at his worst too, going through a divorce. And so, I get why he probably bonded with him, but he definitely needs to get rid of that guy.
Some people think he runs Diego's social media too.
I could totally imagine.
Like when he was like, "Oh, free at last, free at last." Everyone's like, "What?"
So I saw this.
I bet he does his financial fucking management too. It's just such a shame. Diego has kids, man, and a family. That's what's a bummer.
It's a shame, yeah. So
What's
I'll
this?
just play the very beginning. This is the one he's saying why he got released, but in the very beginning you can even hear his coach, I think.
So Diego says, "Listen to me and not the fake narrative."
So you couldn't hear that, but he's like, just wave, and then they start the thing. It's sad, dude. I don't like to laugh about this. It's just very sad.
He's just leeching on them. Mm-hmm. God, it's such a shame.